Hello guys, today we are going to talk about the next ruler who came in line after Babur. So, though Babur was able to establish the Mughal Empire in India, he did not rule for a long time because of his ill health, and soon he died and nominated his successor as Humayun, who was his eldest son. So Humayun, though his name suggested that he was a fortunate one, was not a very fortunate king and had to face a lot of difficulties during his rule. So Humayun was still able to rule from 1530 to 1540 AD and later on with a gap from 1555 to 1556 AD. So we will understand why this was so. Humayun was the eldest son of Babur and naturally he was nominated as the successor to the throne. He was born in Kabul in 1508 AD and at a very young age, that is, at the age of 20 years itself, he was made the governor of Badakhshan, a province of the Mughal Empire. So Babur was responsible to expand this empire right up to Badakhshan, which was one of the westernmost provinces for the Mughal Empire, and he was made the governor. And soon, at the age of 22, he was also made the ruler of the Mughal Empire. But this throne did not come so easy, or it was not a bed of roses for the incoming king, that is Humayun. What were the difficulties that he faced? Number one was Babur basically did not have any time to consolidate his empire. So the empire was a very young one and the people had not really come to really recognize the Mughals as the ultimate power. So he was responsible now to consolidate this empire and fight against a lot of enemies that still envied this newly built empire. There was also no law at that time of primogeniture, that is, the eldest son having the right to become the next king. The eldest son having the right to become the next king. So, though Babur had nominated Humayun as the next emperor, still he had to face a lot of opposition from his own brothers because there was no law which dictated that he, being the eldest, should be the next emperor. So he had three brothers and the wars were to come when they opposed this particular succession. There were also some external threats to his throne, that is, the Rajputs who opposed the Mughals and wanted to drive them out of the Indian subcontinent. We have studied that Babur was successful in defeating Rana Sanga, who was a Rajput ruler, but there were other powers as well who were not going to stay quiet. There was also Bahadur Shah of Gujarat who opposed the Mughals. There was also Sher Khan of the Bengal and Bihar region who proved to be a tough challenger to the Mughal dynasty. So he was actually able to defeat the Mughals, that is, defeat Humayun in the battles that took place in 1539 AD as well as 1540 AD. Now this was a severe blow to the Mughal Empire, because of which now Humayun had been defeated and he was wandering as a homeless for the coming 15 years. However, in the meanwhile, he also gave birth to his son Akbar I, and he was to later on become the Mughal emperor. But right now there was no empire for which he could be the ruler. So after 15 years, he finally got the support of the Shah of Persia, and he now was able to recover with his support the Kabul and Kandahar regions from his brother Kamran. So the Mughal Empire was there, but the power was not in the hands of Humayun, but because of the internal wars of succession, the empire had been divided among the brothers. So we can see there was no united power that represented the Mughal Empire. Now, with the help of Shah of Persia, he finally was able to recapture them as well as recapture the Delhi and Agra provinces. So we can see now there was a gradual consolidation of the empire. But also after this particular recapturing, that is in 1555 AD, we can say he finally had to succumb to his illness and die. So finally Akbar now became the next successor, but he was just a child at that time, so he appointed Bairam Khan as his guardian. So this summarizes the rule of Humayun as the Mughal emperor and what were the difficulties that he faced while ascending the throne and while trying to capture or recapture his authority.